All right, let's see what kind of treasure we can find in vault number 1. You walk into Vault 1 and see the walls lined with shiny raw ore. You can't tell immediately what material it is, but there is a bunch of it in this room. You sense something in the room, but can't seem to get a look at it, as it seems to be flitting from shadow to shadow. Suddenly you realize it is actually the shadows themselves that are moving around. Vault 1 is filled with shelves of raw ore. All along the walls there is shelving, but the center of the room is relatively clear. Just like in the foyer, the darkness is very thick in this area of the dungeon, and light sources only extend to half range, and even dark vision is only at half. And as the party enters and begins looking around the room, a group of 8 shadow rats come out from underneath the shelves and attack the party. We're just going to use the giant rat stat block for these creatures. However, we are going to adjust them to say that the damage type is necrotic damage instead of the piercing from their claws. Or each time one of the shadow rats is killed, its body dissolves and flows back into the other shadows in the room. And once 4 of them are killed, the remaining shadows will merge up into 4 black bears. Now, these black bears are also made of shadow and will also be doing necrotic damage. And you guessed it, when 2 of them are dead, then the remaining shadows merge up into 2 larger creatures. We're going to use the direwolf stat block for these creatures and again do necrotic damage. And finally, when one of the direwolves dies, the remaining shadows will merge together and form a giant elk made of shadow, doing necrotic damage as well. Once the elk is defeated, the party can look around the room and they will discover that the valuable ore on the shelves is actually useless. It is just rock. Any value it had has been leached out of it from the Shadowfell energy that permeates the area. Dejected by the deception, the party decides to move on to vault number 2. So come back tomorrow and see what they find in vault number 2, and check out this playlist for more videos in the Mega Dungeon.